Alright, so this one is one of those ones where I didn't voice it over while recording it. Meaning that it's slightly, yeah, basically. Should be either way, it's the next one in the series of videos that are taking place during the boss strike. Only a bit only a bit more. 1 day and 11 hours on the clock there, even though the boss strike ended 2 weeks ago. You know, that sort of thing. Oh my gosh, sometimes I think I'm funny and I just don't know if I really am or not. But that's that. So basically, looks like past me here. Oh right. This is the brink of what is it? Insanity or something like that? I don't really know. So past me decided, right, that heavy chems just sounded really good to have for the boss strike. And so, as you can tell there's a heavy chem from the vehicle factory. Which means, naturally, that the boss strike grind videos going forward are going to include heavy chems sometimes, if possible, or something like that. I know, crazy, right? Well, not particularly crazy, I guess, because it's like the meta unit of all meta units as far as fire mod goes. Another really good unit would be the dragon, but past me has not discovered that yet. So, yeah, it looks like past me is training a third one of those heavy chem tanks. Now, which means, yeah, in the present day, while voicing this over and watching it back or whatever, I can confirm that I have 3 heavy chemical tanks. I know, right? Crazy. Here we go. Ancient Construct fight. This should be like what's it called? 17th or 18th? I don't really know. It's pretty. It's getting up there. It's getting up there. Yeah, it looks like it's the 17th, according to my uh, records. Those records being, of course, the actual fighting. No, not the actual fighting. Those records being the YouTube videos, because I did not keep track of these during actually fighting them. I just keep track of them when I upload the videos. I know, it's a crazy idea, but I guess it works in the end. Because I mean, at least I have to make sure it's accurate, and I'll like find the last video and count up from that by one. So, 17th construct going down right now. However, he does not have the golden skin because he's not the experiment construct 17 or whatever from the quest way later on. Widgets and laurels. And oh yeah, yeah, mystery troops for the RNG chance at something else. Looks like past me is deciding whether or not the snake can fight the guys. Probably because the snake has a. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I guess that makes sense. Use the heavy chemical tanks. Now, if I recall, I've got no real issues with this fight. I think this might be one of the first times that I was using the heavy chemical tanks. Might be. I don't really know if it was or not. I mean, I guess I'll see from the SP bar as soon as the battle concludes. The BC snake is actually doing some good damage now. That's gotten a couple of ranks, or a couple of rank ups. I don't know. I wish I could talk better, because sometimes I stumble over my own words in glorious fashion. 10 gears and 10 bars, that's really nice drops. Incredibly nice drops, in fact. So now, past me is heading over to look at the merit collection agency places and realize that there are no merits to be collected from any of those places. Which means, of course, that, you know, it's time to go and fight the mammoths instead, obviously. To rank up the snakes, I guess. No, the heavy chem tanks, they honestly kind of suck if you have them on the front row. I mean, they can hit all the way to the back row, and they'll hit the last three squares on the board pretty consistently, but, you know, hitting three squares on the front row is superior to hitting three squares on the middle row. Normally, normally speaking. So I think it's just a couple of battles needed to really rank up the snake to, I don't really know. Plus 90 SP, I guess the snake does start to need quite a bit more SP. I mean, it's still not a lot of SP for by any means, but probably still one of the cheapest rank 3 units out there. Probably, right? And whether or not it actually is remains to be seen, because I don't know for certain. But that's the idea that I have. Huh. Yeah, the idea that I have. Very indecisive here, though. Perhaps even majorly indecisive. Hmm. Alright. Heavier tanks will need to be ranked up at some point. Because for all intents and purposes, they are just super tank, but free to play. Let's see. Okay. So that was paused there for a second. But I forgot completely what I was saying. Because I went and had to take care of some stuff or whatever. Either way, there is not a whole lot left to be said here, I think. So there was the other thing the other day, right? The day before this one. It's kind of this like dumb little thing where it was literally just like a bunch of random units against some mammoths. And with the song All Star by Smash Mouth on over it or behind it or something. There were a couple of slight audio issues in that video that I couldn't quite fix though, unfortunately. And then there was the other issue that because it was like a single audio track, I couldn't like redo the audio track without without cutting out all the in-game sound or something. So here we are. Past version of myself is donating concrete again. Concrete for boss points, and then heading in to fight. Maybe? I don't know what past me is doing here. I don't really know. I think it's just probably a single attempt or battle in the boss strike. I don't really know. Maybe just to get the Chem tank to rank 2 in order to unlock the canisters attack. Yeah, the canisters attack. That's the idea here. The theory. So I will be dang it. I'm gonna be pausing it again. Okay, well. Yeah, it looks like treating and trying for different, better formation. The better formation is always a good idea. Because some formations just kind of suck, and some formations are actually pretty good. Like, they have the Falcon's Nest in easily killable position. It really just depends. Yeah. So the heavy chemical tank is not super good without the second level to get the what's it called, the canisters attack, right? But it is pretty good still. It's got the mass area damage, realistically. And mass area damage is actually pretty useful. Now whether or not it is, yeah, I don't know. Some stuff just doesn't exactly work, I guess. Like the watchtower there, that thing is immune to the chemical damage, but it's very susceptible to actual fire damage. You know, if it gets burned, it burns for a lot because it's made out of wood. So that's wave 2. Nice beginning of a wave, I guess. Lightning Dragoons, of course, are still going to be carrying pretty hard without the chem tanks around. Because, you know, the Lightning Dragoons still do insane amounts of damage because of the fire mod. And, you know, insane amounts of damage is just, you know, insane amounts of damage. But yeah, of course, the chemical burn is still just as good, if not better, of course, because, you know. But the thing the Lightning Dragoons have going for them is the ability to go all the way to the back line without having too much issue. I don't know. I'm just out here rambling on about random shit that probably doesn't even matter. And even if it does matter, you know, guess we have to find out. I don't know what past me is doing here. I guess deciding which attack works best here or something, probably. Yeah, it looks like it. Taking extra damage. All sorts of extra damage, that's true. But finally completing the second wave. And that's what matters here, isn't it? I mean, presumably. Whether or not it actually matters is up in the air. I do feel like you need 3 Lightning Dragoons to make proper use of the Lightning Dragoon clearing method. Or you need 3 chemical tanks to make proper use of the chemical tank clearing method. And sort of mixing them together doesn't yield the best results, as should be evidenced here. I don't know. I mean, it is clearing them. Don't get me wrong, but it's not clearing them as well as either of the units alone would, basically. So that's the way that's going. Got the zaps going. Oh wait, that was the last wave. Okay, I wasn't paying close enough attention to what I was watching back there, I guess. I thought that was the third to last wave, if I'm being completely honest. But I guess it was the fourth wave, so you know, no issues whatsoever. units should be, or do end up roughly about that damaged by the fourth wave. Or that about that many losses. I don't know. So the snake is rank 3 there, and what am I looking at? So that's rank 3 is basically equal to that rank 1 as far as HP and durability goes. Yeah, I don't know. Heavy Chem is somewhat underwhelming at first until you get rank 2, honestly. And then once you get rank 2, it's actually pretty great. But only on the condition that you get the extra attack for it. I should specify, of course. Yeah, yeah. Basically only on the condition that you get the extra attack. The second attack. But, you know, oh wow, that's a 300 damage crit there. Fortunately, Super Tank is more than capable of taking that and basically just shrugging it off. I mean, that's still a good chunk of its HP because it's got like 800 total. You know, 300 is like, you know, a third ish. It's like it's between a fourth and a half. But it's, you know, not quite a third, I think. Maybe it is a third. I don't know. Huh. Yeah. Math. Math tends to be useful sometimes, I guess. So it looks like going back to the base and zooming in and out like 20 times, of course. And the Boar Badlands. Huh. I don't know about that one, Chief. That strategy does not look super great. I mean, the acid, it does work. But at the same time there, got nothing to attack with for 3 turns. And 3 turns of nothing is not very good. In fact, 3 turns of nothing is actually pretty bad. I don't know, man. Yeah, well, I mean, I guess it gets the SP for the tanks only, but adding a single other unit to attack during the downtime on the tanks would really fix things here. Especially for the times like this when units don't get poisoned and then they just got a little bit of extra health. And that little bit of extra health lets them survive another round. Or another 5 rounds in the case of that guy. You know, the walls are taking a beating from that. And if that guy hadn't gotten poisoned there, the walls could have even died. So yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, that's how it goes, I guess. Looks like Pastor is looking at the leaderboards again. For some reason, not like it really matters. Deciding a unit to promote. The dirigible, I believe. Yep. The dirigible is promoting. And that means that, yeah,